Today, Garni Temple is one of the top tourist attractions in Armenia, and it's easy to see why. The moment you arrive, you're greeted by this majestic ancient temple, standing tall against a backdrop of rugged mountains and deep gorges. It's seriously like something out of a movie. Whether you're into history, architecture, or just incredible views, Garni has something for everyone. The Garni Temple was built in the 1st century, around the year 77. It's believed to have been commissioned after the king visited Rome and received support from Emperor Nero, which explains the strong Roman influence in its design. The temple was dedicated to Mihr, the Armenian sun god, and served as a pagan sanctuary. Before Armenia adopted Christianity as its official religion, Garni stood as a symbol of light, power, and the divine connection between the king and the gods. One of the most interesting theories about Garni Temple is that it might have been mistaken for a mausoleum or royal tomb, which could be the reason why it wasn't destroyed when Armenia converted to Christianity in the early 4th century. Unlike most pagan temples that were torn down during the Christianization of Armenia, Garni was left standing, and some historians believe that's because locals or even early Christian leaders thought it was the burial site of a royal figure, possibly a queen or noble. Its solid structure, elevated platform, and central layout are similar to those of ancient tombs, adding to the theory. Garni is built in the classical Greco-Roman style, which is super rare for this part of the world. In fact, it's the only standing Greco-Roman colonnaded temple in the entire former Soviet Union. It follows the Ionic order, which you can spot from the elegant scrolls on top of each column. The temple stands on a high podium or platform and is accessed by a grand staircase leading up to a portico with 24 slender columns arranged in a perfect balance. Inside, there's a small cella or inner chamber, which was originally used for rituals dedicated to the sun god Mihr. What's also amazing is how the temple lines up with the sun. Some believe it was designed to capture sunlight in a symbolic way, linking the structure directly with its solar deity. It's a perfect example of cultural fusion, and seriously, it's a work of art. One of the most dramatic moments in the history of Garni Temple happened in 1679, when a powerful earthquake struck the region and caused the temple to collapse almost entirely. Massive stones from the structure tumbled down the hillside, and for centuries, all that remained were ruins. But fast forward to the 20th century, and the temple got a second chance. Between 1969 and 1975, a major reconstruction project began, using as many of the original stones as possible. Archaeologists and engineers carefully studied the layout, examined historical sketches, and rebuilt the temple piece by piece like an enormous puzzle. The result is what we see today, a beautifully restored version of the original 1st century structure, standing proud once again on the edge of the Azat Gorge. It's one of the most accurate reconstructions of an ancient building in the region, and a powerful symbol of Armenia's dedication to preserving its history. It's only about 30 kilometers from Yerevan, making it a perfect day trip. Whether you're snapping pics for the gram, filming a vlog, or just soaking in the vibes, Garni offers a one-of-a-kind experience you won't forget.